If you've been playing Best of One Explorer, there's a good chance you've run into this deck, and you've probably ran into it quite a bit, like I have. So I think this is the most popular deck right now. This deck got a huge upgrade with Monstrous Rage. They can now give their Virtuoso Trample plus, 3-4 points of extra damage with the Connive plus the Aura plus the +2/+0. So Monstrous Rage was a huge upgrade to them. So this deck, I just run into it constantly, and I was like, well, what beats this deck? And that is Blue-White Control. Blue-White Control destroys this deck, in my opinion. I'm very bullish on Temporary Lockdown. I'm playing all four. Temporary Lockdown gets around their God's Willing and just really wrecks them. It gets rid of anything in their deck. Also, March of the Otherworldly Light is really good right now. You have to kind of play around God's Willing, but this card's a great answer to early game. And then you can also rely on your Supreme Verdicts once you get to that mana. So I'm really high on this deck right now. Really great to ladder with. I'm Diamond 3 right now. I've pretty much played this since Platinum 2, and I feel like I got to Diamond 3 really quick already. So really high on this deck. If you want a great meta deck to ladder with, this is it. I'm just going to do a couple gameplay videos, one against the Boros aggro deck I just showed you. And yeah, thanks for watching. I think this hand looks good. We'll keep that. All right, this is the exact matchup we're wanting. I think we'll just start off with the farmland. We do have to play around God's Willing a little bit. Be interesting to see if they leave this white source up. All right, they're just going to go for it. So next turn I can March of the Otherworldly here. It's perfect. We'll do this our main phase because their deck plays God's Willing, and they could easily protect it, and that would be bad. There's Virtuoso. All right, so Virtuoso is going to get to do some damage on us. But we do have some counter spells. We could chump block with the Shark Typhoon if they don't give it trample. All right, well, it has trample. I think I'm actually going to absorb this. I don't want them to draw a card or give it trample. And it would get +2, +3. Alright, so that's fine. I think we're going to go ahead and Verdict here. Do they have another threat? Alright, they do not have a threat. Oh, and there's a Temporary Lockdown. I think that pretty much seals this game away. Alright, easy as that. You get rid of their 1 or 2 threats, and it's GG's. Alright, well, if they're playing an aggro deck, we're on the draw, so the sand is pretty slow. I don't think I can mulligan this, though. This feels pretty bad to mulligan, honestly. Man, I'm gonna keep it and hope for the best. Alright, maybe they're just playing Blue-White Control, too. Or they're playing Blue-White Spirits. Okay, they are. Alright. Curious Obsession. They always have the Curious Obsession. Shacklegeist, that's like the worst spirit they could have played against me. Alright, well, maybe opponent's hand is weak, because Shacklegeist is not that great. Alright, well, they had the Curious Obsession, I guess. Or they drew it. We're just gonna work our way toward this Supreme Verdict and hope. Opponent doesn't even really have to do anything. Like, I doubt they're going to play another card. Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, I have to answer this before I can do anything else. Farewell could be okay, but I mean, there's just a good chance it just gets countered. I would love to draw... Nah. I was going to say, I'd love to draw another Supreme Verdict. Even a temporary lockdown with a Make Disappear as backup, it would be pretty nice. See if they want to counter this. Alright, there's one counter down. 8 more to go. Sure. Eiganjo is actually a pretty decent draw here, I think. It'll force them to use one of their, like, one of their protection spells. Yeah, slip out the back. I'm actually going to try to absorb this and see if they use another counterspell. Oh, they'll sack the Wonder. Okay. I'm pretty fine with that. Alright, there's a lockdown. See if they want to counter this one. Spell Queller. Let's play our Make Disappear here and make them tap out. Well, at least they'll have one, but essentially they'll be tapped out. I don't think they'll be able to counter my Farewell. Alright, if my Farewell resolves, then that is huge. Exile all creatures. I don't think we need to do anything else. I get my Deluge, but you don't get to play it. Kind of one of the annoying things about Deluge, I guess. We didn't spend any mana to cast the spell. Alright, hopefully opponent just has, like, no more creatures and they're just sitting on counters or a Curious Obsession or something. Alright, that doesn't really do anything for us. How many flash creatures do you have? There's one. Do you have another one? Nope. At least Rattle Chains can be hit by my temporary lockdown. Alright, will this resolve? Probably not. Alright. We can just play 2 temporary lockdowns if this one doesn't resolve. Do I pay 4? I think so. Do you have another counter? Why would you play the... That made no sense to me, but okay. I guess you just wanted another card to be taken. GG's.